Hello, friends and fans. Welcome back to a new series, Farthest Frontier, with episode 1. We're going to take you through a new series of Let's Play and Guide. This game is on almost the 27-hour play, what you see, where you can see that I have exceeded already the 1000 population, also with 28,000 worth of gold. The game has a lot of aspects differently from economy, managing resources, trading, war, defense war, tower war. So it's really a really nice game. So let's start episode 1. Enjoy. So with the start, we need to have the town hall center. And from the town hall center, we can just going to add some roads. We are going to also to make the game a little bit move faster because it's a very long play to play. So now I'm just harvesting or gathering trees, rocks, food. So also we are going to add some shelters because winter is coming. Similar like Whisker Wood, the winter is early comes usually is you have a season, 4 season, so you need to cover that. We're going also to build the stockyard to get the resources in. Then we have Forager Shack, which can collect. You see the green arrows, which is around the resources that tells you the best place to put it. Here we're going to put the hunter cabin. And here it shows that we can move the town center, but it needs a lot of gold. The water is key because usually they have you need to meet the minimum requirement of the shelters. I also here build some firewood because of the winter, so I'm focusing quickly for the winter incoming. So just in the start, usually it is a slow start. So we just need a little bit to run. So we build some shelters. Now, if you build the shelter, now they need to be supplied with the firewood. So we are just waiting the rest to all the buildings which we order to build to finish. Adding more shelters is in the start. You need shelters, so because you will keep receiving people coming to, so you will have also generating kids in shelters like born kids, and also you will get immigration from outside the map. All the map is actually all yours. So what you have in the map is usually like raids or camps where you need to fight for it to move out of the map once for all, and then you will have a frequent raid coming from outside the world. This is the new knowledge investments where you want. So you get some points based on missions you do it or action you do it. And then in the start, it's split it, let's say agriculture, then you have like manufacturers. So let's say we start with the food. So now we are doubling 20%. So we're going to put the stock house. And then we are going immediately to build the crop field. The crop field has usually I build it 8 but multiply by 8. Then I surround it by fence, so I prevent the animals to go inside and eat, so you don't lose crops. So at the start, I usually start building 3. I will wait until they finished. Now I'm just putting the fences around it, and then you put gates, fence gate. So 1, 2, and then 3. So the farmers can go in and out. And then I surround it by roads. When the firewood is felled, here is also another important information that also you can use the maximum production. So when you have maximum of firewood in the store, you can in the stocks, you can immediately stop it. Also, we are going now to build the tannery where it can produce clothes. This is like a level 1 clothes, which is usually get it from hides, which is coming from hunting. beautiful. The house looks beautiful. Really, the how things. It's really the details looks nice. So I get another point. Then I will have +4. Sorry, last time I said 20%. I meant +2 and now +4. This is what you have the stocks. So now I'm just gathering the wood. This is also an important one. So the crop field here where you see the red arrow, now you build here. Here you can click to remove what you build it, or you remove all the crop farm. Here also they have the yield factors, and here you have also the soil. We'll go into details now to explain each step when we are building a farm. It's an important point. So now if you build like this now, so I have the carrot here, but there is a missing point. Here, when you are building, you need to look into the carrot and at which temperature it feed. And here also in front of you is the temperature. So we build mainly the carrot in the start, then the other one. Then here is the maintenance of the land, and second one is to increase the fertility. So if you look how I build it, I mainly build it first year is mainly the crops, second year is the maintenance, and third year is again crops. Here we have a nice added option where you can copy and paste from crop farm to crop farm and just copy paste. So you don't need to do the adjustments additional to it. So now we add also the sawmill, another 8. So we will have minimum 5 crop farms in the start. Each crop farm need 5 workers. That means 20 workers. So that's heavy in the start. And then now you have the first desk. Then you will need for sure to build the grave for them, and the grave actually built by stones. This is make them walk faster. I think we also need some trees, and also now we are farming, so we need to make things better and faster. More houses because now we are 36 on 36, so we don't have enough shelters. So I'm just copy paste, and then I adjust the soil, and this is very easy. I usually focus on those two resources in the start before going to the bread and smoked fish, but I start with the bread. Sorry, I meant I start usually with the carrot. So here it confirms that the people who lives need shelters. This is the manufacturing side, stone sculpture. This is mainly the defensive side, and here is more the hygiene and the tax. This now we moved out of the winter, back again. As I mentioned in the start, it is usually very slow start. So here I have nothing built more. I'm just waiting until the logs pick up. Here I'm going to put the coupler shop to have shoes for the workers. Now we have clothes and shoes. And then I'll just wait to collect more logs, stones, planks. Just give them more speed. Let's say they move faster. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you like it, thank you to subscribe, press a like, ask a question, leave a comment. I'm always here to answer, and this will help my small channel to grow. I hope that you enjoy the series with me. So I will add another hunter here. So now we will have two hunter camps. One we do it in the south, and now we do it in the north. There is nothing important now. I'm not building anything new. I'm just waiting the grave to be finished because we have one death in the people. Ah, this is a very important because here but now, if you see, this is the labor and this is the builder. So the labor are who collecting, the builder who are building. So now I have only two labor. This is the first one, resources and services, split into resources, and this is the resources below, and down is the service. You can control even each worker or each building here, as in the green, that you can add and remove workers from it manually. Also in the services you can do the same. Here also second section is the food and military. So you will see that I have 22 out of 22. So my main workers are working in food. When you see, it is actually in under the farmer 2020, and military also you have the guard and the soldier. Here also you see this is the group of the food, and below will be the group of the military. The third section will be the goods, and this is like the buildings which has the tannery, the Fletcher. So it's the 2 out of 2 where you have the tanner there. Exactly, 2 out of 2. And this is the group which have all under the goods. If you don't want to manage it manually, you can always press auto refill professions and they will do it by the same. If you look in that red now, if you stand with your mouse on this mark, you will immediately see what is the best. Now I reduce the farmer. It's important. We said we have 5 farms, crop field, multiply by 5. I think you can reduce it to 10. So let's say two per maximum 2 per crop field. You don't need the 5 out of 5. You use it only when you have really a lot of free people does not work, a lot of labor, let's say. Then you can reallocate it to the farms. So it should be also the next one. If you don't want it, you can press undo, and then before you confirm, you select and you can press undo. It return back to normal. Here, this is the taxation, because now we are going to build the market, and then now we are pushing more tax to be collected. We're still waiting the logs to be really kicking into the economy. Here are new people are coming to the town center. 13 people, I accept them, then immediately they are out. Immediately you get received that you have housing shortage. I like also the way free building, so you can build as you like in any position. I also leave a little bit space between the buildings so I can use in the later stage some entertainment, gardens. I put here a well because there was a sign came that there is missing water, so I just make it nearer. So I think we are moving step by step. This is the composite where we can collect all the recycles from the shelters, and then we can use it again in filterizing our crop fields. So if you look at the saw pit, it says 4 out of 6, so it can take 6 people usually fill it in first before you build the second building. So you need to make sure that your building has the full capacity of professionals, and then you can build second one. So you see the hunter camp is actually, you can change the assigned area of task area. So you don't need to move the building. You still can move the building, but also if it is nearer, then you can reallocate the task area. So there is a lot of unlocks you can do. But we will take it step by step. So we are focusing mainly on food in the start of the game. Water is important, then clothes. And to push the economy, we will need a trading post. Should be the time for it. And also upgrade for sure our city center. The market is done. Let's move faster. Soapit is now producing. Tannery is now producing clothes. And you see that I'm increasing the workers inside each build. So we are waiting to increase the town center to the next level so we can open new options. But in that case, we need planks almost 60. So we're just adding some warehouses extra, because you see there is a box on top of the warehouse that means fully. So we are just doing some expansions. And now we are ready to go with level 2 town center. So they need now to put something to pray and also some advanced clothing. So I'm going to give them, by the way, those things cost gold. So this one will cost you 100 gold. We're still on 32 if you see it on the top right. So I think it's time really to have the trading post. Here where we are going to make money. Let's wait until it's built and then we can go through. Also, additional school is important. If you see on the left side, it's saying population cap, review population cap setting under options. So the game is just warning you to check your population. Here, when I said 150, the maximum production, this is the maximum capacity, which is active. So I just increased it to 250. Eight by 8, another 8 by 8, because we need to prepare for the next level of production. If you now take a hint, we are now a near raid camp, so we will need to now to build a barracks. So there is a raid camp beside us, and now we need to prepare how to get rid of this camp, because it will block us from expansion our crop field. Unfortunately, it is near where we have high fertility. So in order to have fighters or the arrow makers inside the barracks, there is a lot of requirements. It's just not to build the barracks and just build it. You see, I build already the Fletcher now, where we will need to have to produce arrows. So we'll take it step by step. So we'll not get after the barracks immediately soldiers. I think also we need to focus on the next step, when we have a new upgrade or new knowledge point, we will need also to prepare our people to be ready with some knives or sticks. Yeah, militia. So this one, they will have like say can deal more damage of 20%. So now I stopped everything has need gold. I go back again to just to review what is requested. Now to check the population cap. And here we are going to build the valley or the vault where we can put our all gold inside. It's the safest place you be put gold, because when the raider attack, they attack usually the city center or the transport, the raider sorry post, and they steal the gold. And we're going to build this wagon shop so we can get much faster product moving between resources, warehouses, shops. So now this is how it looks like the trading post, and let's take it step by step from inside. If you look on the right where the red circle is, this is the level of gold you have currently now. And if we take now as a step in the first trader, so this is how much gold you have inside the trading post. This is how much the trader has money, gold. Let's say it's not money, it's gold, 1,600. And let's take one of here. So here you have in stock in your country, in city, 28 stocks of this clothes. This is the warehouse of the trading post. And here is how much you want to sell with. In order to move those, so now you cannot sell those 28. So you need to press the transfer list item, transfer items, and then you transfer the 28 to the next warehouse. Also, when you sell it, you get some gold, then you can press the transfer gold. Let's take it step by step. So here, transfer gold. I move the 28 close by making the slide like this, and then I press confirm. I'll do the rest. Then I will wait until the labor move it. I'll move other things also. Okay, so you can have 1, 2, or 3 traders. So as you see, so let's go for the trade 1. I press that button, 28, sell items, and then I got the money in. I just press another one, sell item. Trader 2, I sell again, yeah. And then I have now 1,067. I can transfer the gold by pressing that button. But do I need the money to transfer the full money? No, I do not need to. I still need to buy things. So I will buy some clay, same method. I just change it, look at the amount which is going to be deducted, buy and stock, or buy and transfer. So I buy usually and stock, then I do the transfer. Transfer the rest of the money to the town center. Of course, when you have the wallet ready, then the money will be moved to the safe where it is not easy to be broken, and this need a lot of iron, 25. So we'll wait for that step in later stage. Now we press the button for the barracks. So now from the red circle you can add, and also the green is usually tell you the monthly cost. This is also your archers. I depend only on archers. Usually you have the recruitment cost you 20 gold, and then the running monthly 6. So I press 12 as a new amateur. So you see now the monthly cost is almost 72 gold. If you look, after now I have collected all the rangers, you see in the gold now I have minus 55. So this is not good, because it reached time where I don't have gold to pay. So now I am on a level 0 and I have a shortage of minus 54. So if I return back or cancel those ranges, so you will lose the money of the recruitment cost. So that means that I lost almost 50, 20 per ranger. So actually the ranger will need some clothes and also the weapons, which is done in the Fletcher. So it takes time. So having now rangers inside the fighting, inside the barracks, doesn't matter. So now we will see now a new alarm that there is raiders coming from outside the map, which we will need to be prepared for because they're going to steal from us. So with the end of the episode, I hope that you enjoyed. Please subscribe, leave a comment, press the like, ask a question, and see you in the next episode. Thank you.